Yo, Phantomaniacs! Welcome to the newest unboxing here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. Today we are taking a look at Flint from the second wave of Super 7's G.I. Joe Ultimates. The first wave I absolutely fell in love with and realized just how much these versions of these characters meant to me. And then yesterday opened up Lady J, and after, the first wave just blew me away. Lady J had some issues that in general, I think I'm pretty optimistic and try to find positive spins on things, but Lady J had some problems. There's no way around that. Hopefully Flint will be a little more successful. I won't call Lady J a complete failure, but there were issues that could not be overlooked. When I'm saying there are issues that can't be overlooked, then that's not great. So let's hope Flint is a little bit better. Beautiful packaging. I've talked about it before. The foil or the metallic look to it, all of the embossed, the colors are great. The wear, everything about it is awesome. That G.I. Joe logo is beautiful. Pull off that slip cover and reveal good old Flint hanging out, waiting to be deployed. So let's go ahead and get him out of that box. Oh, on the back we've got a file card. Again, I'm not going to read that whole file card. And then we've got some images of him from the Sunbow animation that this figure is based on. And just open this right up and get him out of there, because now I'm kind of like, I'm not going to say I'm in a hurry, but I want to get through these and see if there are going to be any more flaws, or if maybe the rest of these will just be works of art, like the first wave was. I'm already loving this newspaper I see right here in front of me. All right, so we've got one tray with accessories. I mean, the newspaper is great. One tray with accessories, another tray with the figure and accessories. Let's go ahead and just get our all of these accessories out of the way. This shovel, I'd forgotten he came with a shovel. That's an oddly fun accessory. Like, I don't know why. I don't know why I'm like happy about a shovel. I've got plenty of wrestling figures over the years that have come with shovels, and I've never been particularly excited about it. But there's just something different about a G.I. Joe shovel, I guess. All right. Here are all of our, I guess, tertiary accessories, the ones that didn't need to be right in the front of the package, which I kind of understand. Shovel fits that category. And then up here, we've got all the extra heads and hands and whatever else. Oh, man, Flint is looking, those colors are just popping. I'm really loving is saturation the right word? Maybe. Could be. Oh no, I got the hand stuck to the tape. You know I hate that. Almost as much as I hate these stupid plastic cords that are stretched so tight they cause you significant finger pain as you try and pull them out and snip them. I hate these things. Give me the old school metal twist ties any day of the week. Although I will say in general, these don't seem to mark up the figures in the same way as the other ones did. So that's a good thing. All right, I'm gonna try and be a little more gentle getting Flint out than I was Lady J. Well, I say that, but you can see his beret, everything is kind of jammed up in there, so really all you can do is just press on that backside and pop him out of there. Which I'm not going to lie and say I enjoy doing that with a $55 action figure. All right. Man, he looks Sunbowy. I'm a little concerned about this hard plastic holster being on this soft plastic belt. I hope they've got this attached really, really solidly. The The belt is attached up here on the hip, so it hangs correctly. And then his, gosh, I love how they did these collars. Lady J has kind of the same situation with, now I'm trying to figure out his waist deal, because Lady J had kind of a ball-jointed waist, and actually it seems like Flint does as well, but he does have the older ab crunch style, but his suspender deal, web gear or whatever, is a separate piece. So it's his belt and this are all one piece, but they are not attached to the torso. So you get that look. It just looks good. It looks right. I really like the way they did that. Look at that. He's got his epaulets are painted underneath. That beret sitting nicely. He's got that dimpled chin. A little piece of something there. That's a loose, that's not paint. That's a loose particle floating around. I can brush that out. Or actually, there we go. Gone. I can't, flash, right? Isn't that flash? Is that what that's called? Tell me in the comments. You know, I don't know for sure. He's got a lighter hair color, which is accurate to the cartoon. He does not have black hair in the cartoon. The portrait looks really good. The eyes are painted nicely. He looks like Sunbow. He looks like he stepped straight out of the cartoon, which is what these are. He's got nice insignia on his shoulder. Swivel biceps, regular, shoulders you expect. Slightly better than 90-degree bend in the elbows, swivel elbow. Just like Lady J, the tops of his gloves are part of that sculpt. It's not a separate little piece. And unlike Lady J, and like Duke and the other male figures, oh, now that's weird. So he can sit, but he has to be cross-legged. He can achieve a normal sitting position. There should be, okay, there we go. So that just needs to turn in just a little bit more. No, I guess it doesn't. That's interesting. So Duke was able to, and he can still sit, but I feel like Duke had a little more swivel up here at the top of his hips and could sit a little more naturally, but he still gets that nice sitting bend right there, which is great. Knees. Now, I don't know if I noticed this on the first batch. There's no swivel at the knees, which I don't have a problem with because, again, I am not articulation guy. I am profile aesthetics guy. I want these to look like I want them to look, and I don't want articulation to come at the expense of this profile. And that's Super 7 agrees with me, and that's why they make these the way that they do. So he's got the all green, which is the look of the Sunbow with the brown camo. The way that the brown camo is on there looks awesome. I love the way that it's been applied. I think it looks great. It's interesting because he is not as toyetic as the original Flint figure because that had really more colors, but he looks great nonetheless because of the attachment to the cartoon. He's got, you can see the belt buckles have the paint. The boots actually have the painted soles and the color in the front right here under the laces. I love this. He looks awesome. There's not as much, and I get that they wanted the front to look a certain way, but if there was just a little less right here, and you could swivel the legs just inward just a little bit more, I'd be happy with that. But it's not a huge deal. And like I said, he looks great. He looks very Flinty. All right, so let's stand Flint over to the side here and take a look at his accessories. He came with a number of hands. You've got a pointing hand. You've got trigger finger hands. You've got a pair of open C grips and then a more closed C grip. So really everything you need. All gloved, the color to match the figure. Let's get, I didn't really do this with Lady J because there were so many other things I was kind of trying to take a look at. But Super 7 has gotten to a point where they've done they've figured out the right size. Everything for these pegs for swapping the hands out has been working very, very well for a while now. So I'm happy with that. It's El Generico. So we'll set him to the side there with those hands. Move those other hands off to the side. And take a look at what else we've got going on. We have got Cobra Commander to deliver State of the Empire address tonight, which I believe is from, oh gosh, is it Pyramid of Darkness? I know you guys know, and you'll tell me in the comments. I think that's Pyramid of Darkness. I'm not positive. But it looks great. It's just a folded newspaper, but they've got, some really nice textures in there. All the sculpting looks good, and the printing is just phenomenal. This reminds me very much of like a Simpsons accessory for some reason. But that's great. I love that. He's got a couple of alternate portraits. He's got one with no beret. Just kind of a little bit of a smile, actually, on that face. Very, very slight smile. So does this beret... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. I thought this might be like a Cobra beret or something. So you've got a head with just a removable beret. Okay. I'll take it. It's different. It's not like the Lady J head where it was literally just like the same head again. And then you've got the head with the headset on, which is very cool. I don't see myself using it, but it looks great. Did a nice job with that. You've got a G.I. Joe Sunbow laser pistol, which is awesome. It has a nice silver finish, fantastic sculpted detail, just looks great, and is going to fit into that holster, like so. You've got the Sunbow laser rifle. This one is a little straighter than Lady J's was. They can put one of these in with every single G.I. Joe they make from now until the end of time, and I will be very happy to have it as an accessory. We're going to give that to Flint in that. Oh, that's another thing that Sunbow has really kind of gotten better at, is the hands are a little softer than they used to be, so they grip the accessories nicely, but you don't have to force them. As a matter of fact, a lot of times on the older Super 7 stuff, did I say Sunbow? Super 7. The Super 7 stuff, I would actually have to heat the hand up just to get it to interact with the accessory, which was annoying. And they seem to have found the right plastic for those now. You have got a great pair of binoculars. And see, these have nice painted detail. I wish Lady J's video camera had as much detail as these binoculars have. You've got a radio walkie-talkie with a great printed detail on it. A couple of buttons, nice sculpt, looks good. And then a flashlight. Again, with painted detail on the lens. I don't understand why they couldn't have put a little bit on Lady J's video camera. And then finally, we got two more. The shovel, which is great. Really not any more impressive than a Mattel WWE shovel. Well, no, I take that back because the Mattel WWE shovels are too small. This shovel is shovel-sized, as far as I'm concerned. They've done a great job with this shovel. Shotgun to represent Flint's original figure. I've got some paint schmutz on the barrel here. Not really loving that. I might... Well, or is that supposed to be... No, that's... Yeah, that's not... That shouldn't be there. I might fiddle with this a little bit to see if it can come off, but... I'm already contacting Super 7 for a replacement Lady J head, if not entire Lady J. So I guess I'll throw a picture of this shotgun in there as well, because you can see right up here at the top, you've got some problems. And right here, I mean, this is not acceptable. And then finally, Flint's backpack, which is very reminiscent of the action figure backpack. It's got the canteen, a couple of grenades on it, nice paint job, looks good. And I love how Super 7 has designed these backpacks with actual straps, and they slide on just like real backpacks work, and somehow manage to fit and look right and be cool accessories for the figures, because again, Brian Flynn believes that people don't walk around with giant holes in their backs that you plug backpacks into, so the figures shouldn't either. And while, you know, I'm not mad about classified series figures using the peg, this sure is a better way to do it. And it fits great, it looks good, no issues at all so far with this backpack style. So there you go. Flint has a little bit of a shotgun problem, but other than that, I'm going to have to call him a much more of a success than Lady J. Very happy with this guy. Oh, and to go into something that people do complain about with these figures, the fact that his neck and his upper arms are painted, and his head and his forearms are flesh-colored plastic. Yes, I see it. No, I don't care. Especially, and gosh, I hate doing this, because I think a good toy should be a good toy on its own merits, but especially with the plastic problems that Hasbro's been having lately, where the elbows and knees don't even come close to matching the surrounding plastic, this to me is a negligible difference. I can't even tell. So there he is, Sunbow Flint. I think he looks fantastic. Very, very happy with this one. Thanks for watching, you guys. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about Needless Things, and yo, Joe!
Smash that like button if you like Needless Things.